welcome to Barre with Mary. We have a full body barre class today. So you're looking at about 45 minutes and you're gonna need a couple pieces of equipment. We are gonna be using a set of light weights today. So these are 2-pounders. You don't have light weights, no big deal. So go ahead and grab a couple of water bottles or a couple cans of beans. We're also gonna be using a Pilates ball today. So this is definitely a class where a Pilates ball is going to be really helpful, but if you don't have one, a rolled up beach towel will absolutely work as well. There'll have to be a couple modifications you're going to make, but it will definitely still get that burn that you're looking for. So for setup today, a little something different. I want you to take your weights and put them on either side of your mat, over to the right side of the mat. And then go ahead and set your ball. Actually, don't set your ball. Hold it in your hands. And let's get started. Take your feet really wide here into a wide turnout position. Sink your hips low and squeeze the ball between your hands. Inhale, rise up, press the ball forward. Exhale, draw the ball in. Pick it up, go, reach, squeeze, up and down. So as you stand, you're gonna drive through the heels and really feel the glutes start to fire. As you lower down, I want you to feel your inner thighs rotating up to the ceiling. So you're really actively squeezing the heels in towards one another and feeling that external rotation of the thigh bones. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2, hold this one low, just squeeze the ball, go, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now as you squeeze your ball, widen across your collarbones. Feel your front low ribs knitting together and then lift your heart up, trying to stack the shoulders over the hips. Here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3, hold the squeeze on the ball, left heel lift, lower, right heel lift, lower, yes. Now as you lift the heel, press the ankle one forward, and then press the inner thigh open simultaneously. So you're not letting your knees roll in, you're not collapsing in on the arches of the feet. It's 4, 3, 2, now lift your left heel, hold that lift, inhale. As you exhale, quarter turn to your right. Find this upright lunge position, squaring off the hips. Squeeze the inner thighs together, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna hinge your torso forward, stacking your shoulders over the front right knee. Start to take a little pulse, go a little down, little drop, little drop. Feel the inner thighs drawing towards one another. And then take a moment and really wiggle the toes of your right foot. So we're not gripping into the toes here, they're nice and long. And we're staying really long through the whole spine as well. Here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3, 2, stay low, inhale. As you exhale, quarter turn, face me, but this time stay in parallel and bend into the right knee. Skater lunges, go left and right. It's left and right. Ball goes forward and in. It's reach and pull. Hips are reaching back. Shoulders are hinging forward here, just like you were in a squat position. Actively push the inner thighs away from each other and feel the weight shifting back into the heels. You're gonna meet me to the left in 4, 3, 2, hold it to the left, draw the ball into the heart, inhale. Exhale, quarter turn left, lift up through the chest. Bend that back right knee coming into your lunge. Squeeze the ball, inhale. Exhale, hinge the torso forward, stacking the shoulders over the front left knee. Little drop of the hips, go a little down, little down, little down. Drive down to the front left heel. Actively pull your left hip bone back. And feel the inner thighs squeeze towards one another. Now check in with your left toes. Make sure they're nice and long and you're not gripping, curling them in on themselves. You have 8 more here, go 8, 6, go 4, 3, 2, stay low, inhale. Exhale, tap that back right knee down, find all fours. Bring the ball up in between the inner thighs. Hands come under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Tuck the toes, inhale. As you exhale, lift the knees to hover, finding a bear plank position. So checking in here, making sure you're not rounding to the low spine. Start to squeeze the ball, go in and in and in. As you squeeze the ball, feel the low belly lifting up. And find some really nice length through the whole spine. So we're in a neutral alignment here. The front low ribs are hugging in, and they're lifting up towards the ceiling. The sides of the waist are really long. And as you squeeze the ball, you feel the activation through the inner thighs and the lift of the pelvic floor here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3. Hold the squeeze on the ball. Inhale, tap the knees to the mat. Exhale, lift. It's inhale, tap. And exhale, lift. Just like that, go tap and lift. Go tap and hover. Now as you move, make sure you're not changing the shape of your spine. The whole lower half of the body lowers and lifts. It's 4, 3, 2, lift the hips, downward dog, inhale. As you exhale, feel the inner thighs spinning in, almost like you're trying to push the blue ball, or whatever color ball you have, back behind you here. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Lift up to the tippy toes, roll through the spine coming into your high plank, and then tap your forearms down, forearm plank. Once again, start to squeeze the ball, go in, and squeeze. Elbow tips, actively pull back towards your toes here, as you feel your shoulder blades spreading really wide. Now feel the sides of the waist hugging in towards midline, and then really feel the low belly lift to help support and lengthen your whole low spine. Squeeze for 8, 6, go 4, 3, hold the squeeze on the ball, take a little dip of the hips to the right, come back to center, switch, little dip to the left, come back to center, faster, go right, left, little right, little left. So it's a little twisting through the pelvis here. Shoulders aren't moving, ribs are staying nice and strong and stable. Just a little rotation of the hips, go 4, 3, 2, last one right, last one left, hold it center, inhale. As you exhale, squeeze the ball. Feel the pelvic floor drawing up, and the ribs hug in. Hold here for 4, hold here for 3, hold here for 2. Child's pose, big toes together. Knees open wide, take the ball out, and reach it forward between the palms. Take a big inhale, and let it go. Roll yourself up to seated, and swing your legs around in front of you. Coming to lay back on your back. You're gonna bring the ball with you. Lift the hips and place the ball underneath your sacrum. So that triangular bone at the very base of the spine, I want you to put the ball right there. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hug the rib cage in and down, and allow the arms to press down into the mat. One more time, inhale. Exhale, feel the abdominals engaged, float the legs up to a tabletop position. So knees are over the hips. From here, we're gonna keep the ribs hugging in and down. We're just gonna press the legs out a few inches, pull them in a few inches. The legs press out, the legs pull in. Now, as you press the legs away from you, I want you to use your exhale. And I want you to actively hug the front low ribs in and down towards the mat. So as you press your legs away, you're adding the weight of your legs to challenge your abdominals, right? So the farther you press your legs, the more weight your abdominals have to hold. It's tempting, as we add that press out of the legs, to arch the back and to flare the ribs open. But if you do that, you're losing the abdominal contraction. So really feel the sides of the waist hugging in and down. The low belly is hugging flat. And the ribs continue to knit down to the floor. 2 more, reach it out. Pull it in. Last one goes up. Now you're gonna hold that in, take an inhale. As you exhale, float the arms up, finding a little bit of a balance challenge here. Big breath in. Exhale, reach the arms back. Inhale, pull them in. Keep going with the arms, you reach them back. You pull them in, yes. So there's a ton of balance happening here. And all of that balance is really focused on stabilizing with your core, right? So as you reach your arms back, I want to challenge you to keep your knees stacked over your hips and really feel the low abdominals fire to find that stability in the abdominals here. It's 2 more back. And pull it in. Last one goes, reach it back. Now hold this in, take a breath in. Exhale, extend the legs straight to the sky. Now please know you can always bring your hands back down to the mat here. Take a breath in. On your exhale, I want you to tip your hips and imagine trying to re-inflate the ball by lifting your toes up just 1 inch to the sky. Exhale, lift it up. Exhale, reach. Exhale, lift, yes. So as you lift the legs, I want you to feel the low belly really actively drawing down towards the mat here. Now, because your arms are up, you might find that you get a little less height than you're used to. That's okay, because you're not letting your elbows, your neck, your shoulders do the work. It's all about the abdominals working here. So see if you can find a little more softness in the face, a little more softness in the neck and shoulders. You have 4 more. Go 3. Go 2. Now keep this engagement in the low belly. Inhale. Exhale, lower the legs for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift them up for 4, 3, 2. Yeah, nice and slow. It's lower. 2, 3, 4, and it's lift. 2. Now as you lower the legs, you might find you feel more successful taking a bend at the knees. And you're more than welcome to do that. Yeah. Squeeze the quadriceps and really feel the ribs hugging in as you add the weight of the legs lowering down. 2, 3, 4, lifting up. 2, yes, 2 more. Find your breath, exhale. And inhale. Last time, lower down. 2, 3, hold that low position. Take a little pulse down with the legs, go little press, little press. Now if you're needing more, you could always float the arms back and add a little press down with the arms, go little press, little press, little press. Yes, and knees can always be bent here if you find this is too intense on your hamstrings. Continue to feel everything wrapping in towards center and drawing down towards the mat. You're here for 8, for 6, your hold is on deck, in 4, 3, 2, hold, inhale. Exhale, feel everything in the abdominals wrapping in and hugging down as you press the limbs maybe 1 more inch away from each other. Hold here for 4. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. Plant the feet, lift the hips, and take the ball out from underneath your sacrum. Lower the seat down to the mat and then bring the ball underneath your feet here. Glue the legs together and push your heels down into the ball. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, hug the ribs down, squeeze the seat, and lift it to hover just a few inches off the mat. Hold it here for just a moment. Really actively push down through the heels and feel the inner thighs squeeze towards one another. Now feel the rib cage soften down, almost like you're trying to press the backside of the ribs back into the mat. Inhale, tap the seat down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. It's inhale, tap. And exhale, squeeze. So a ton of instability here by putting your feet on the ball. Because of that instability, we're asking for a lot more out of our hamstrings. So if you're right away feeling this in the backs of the legs, that's a good thing. That's exactly what we're going for here. Yes, it's inhale, tap. And exhale, squeeze. As you take this variation, right away check in with the face. Check in with the shoulders. Notice if you're taking a ton of tension there with this really challenging balance work. You have 2 more just like this. It's inhale, tap. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Last one goes tap. Now I want you to hold that hover and just squeeze the inner thighs together, hold. Squeeze in, hold. Squeeze in. So you're drawing the inner thighs together here. And with every squeeze, I want you to feel a little bit more activation into the hamstrings, into the inner thighs, all the way up into the glutes. Yes, go for it. 3, 2, hold the squeeze of the inner thighs, lift the seat just up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. Go a little up, little up. Yes, push down with the heels into the ball. Squeeze the inner thighs together. And know that you only have 1 more variation for this series here. Things will change, I promise. You're here for 8, 6, here for 4, 3, hold the lift up, pull the heels in 1 inch, roll them out 1 inch. Heels draw in, heels press out. Yes, so the ball rolls towards the seat, then rolls away from the seat. It's just a few inches of movement. Yeah, it's really small. It's a ton of hamstrings, a ton of glutes. You have 4 more and a hold 4. Press it out. Yes, go 3. Press it out. 2 more, you've got this, in. And out, now roll the heels in. Hold that in as you squeeze the inner thighs together, inhale. As you exhale, maybe fingertips reach to the sky. You squeeze the seat, whoa, I'm rolling off. Squeeze the seat and lift 1 inch higher. Hold it here for 4. Hold it here for 3. Hold it here for 2. Drop the seat, roll onto your right side to face me, bringing the ball with you. Come up onto the right forearm and bring the ball underneath the right side obliques. Bend the knees and bring the heels in line with the seat. Grab your weight and reach the left arm up to the ceiling, holding it nice and strong there. Beautiful. Heels squeeze together, clamshell goes open and down. It's open and close. So the ball is here. As a little reminder, it can be really tempting in any side work position to slouch down here. But I want to challenge you to maintain that round shape of the ball for the entire series. What that means is really pushing the right forearm down into the mat, pressing your right shoulder down away from your ear, and really activating through the right side obliques. So the whole right side of the body is wrapping in and drawing up to the sky. Go 4. 3, 2, hold the lift of the left leg, go little pulse up, go little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. Now the weight in this left hand is totally optional. It's going to be some good work into this left shoulder. If at any point you want to ditch it, you should ditch it. With this clam position, check in with that top left hip. Notice if it's rolling open to the ceiling. I want you to stack your left hip over your right. And then from there, really actively squeeze your heels together. 8, 6, here for 4, 3, 2, hold the lift, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the left thigh bone down, and then extend the left leg out to straight. Left leg goes tap and lift, tap and lift. Now you have the option to spin your left palm to face your left leg, and lower your left arm down in line with the shoulder. Out a little, down, and up with the left arm down, and up. So with this left leg extended, you might find a little bit more challenge in keeping the ball round. Continue to push down to the right forearm. Continue to lift up to the right side obliques. And really find softness through the chest, the shoulders. You have 4 more. Go. 4, 3, 2, hold the left leg up, inhale. As you exhale, spin the left palm to face me and reach up to the sky 1 more time. Now slowly continue that motion, rotating your left palm to face the floor, rotating your torso so your shoulders square to the mat. As you inhale, I want you to rotate right back, squaring your shoulders off to me, and reaching the left palm up to the ceiling. 4 counts, go twist. 2, 3, 4. 4 counts, go lift. 2, 3, 4. Yes, keep going. So it's really slow. It's a nice slow rotation for the thoracic spine, the mid spine. The left leg is staying stationary and strong. I want you to squeeze the left quadricep and really feel the outer left glute fire. Yes, 2 more. Go. Rotate. 2, 3, 4. Go lift. 2, 3. Last time goes rotate. 2. I want you to hold that rotation. Left arm, left leg, pulse up and up and up. Yes, you've got this. Lift and lift. You have 8 to a hold. Go. 8, 6. Here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift. Inhale. As you exhale, lift left arm, left leg higher as you push down into the right forearm. Hold here for 4. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. Set the weight down. Come into a high plank towards the right side wall. Bring the ball in between the thighs and extend the legs long. Shift forward to the tiptoes. Squeeze the thumbs in towards each other, and then maybe join me in tapping your knees and drawing your heels to your seat. 2 count, chaturanga push up, and press it up. Yes, it's down for 2, and lift for 2. So elbow tips pulling back towards the wall behind you. Squeezing the elbows in towards center, and then making sure that this is not being led by your chin dropping to your chest, but by your heart drawing towards the floor. 2 more, it's down. And lift. Last one, this pace. If you're up for it, it's tempo. Go, down, and press. It's down. 8 more here, go. 8, 7. Soften the shoulders. Take the collarbones nice and wide. You're here for 3, 2. Take this down, hold it. Squeeze the elbows in and just squeeze the ball. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5. You're here for 4, 3, 2. All the way down onto the belly. Keep the ball where it is. Grab one weight in either hand and extend the arms back behind you. Let the weights rest down into the mat to start. Push down with all 10 toenails here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to push your pubic bone down into the mat. Lift up to the belly, and then let your heart lengthen forward as you lift just a few inches off the mat. Arms float up, holding the weights. Flip the palms to face the thighs, getting your arms really strong. Start to lift them up 1 inch. Go a little up, little lift. So tricep work down here in this prone position. It can get pretty intense. So please don't hesitate to ditch the weights anytime. It will be short. I want to challenge you to get your arms as straight as possible here and to really feel the lift up from the pinky fingers. Go. 8, 6, here for 4, 3, hold the lift, squeeze the arms in and in and in. Now you have the option to float the toes off of the mat as well and add the squeeze of the legs. In, in, in. Feel the back of the neck getting really long here. Feel the front low ribs wrapping in towards one another. And see if you can lift up to the low belly, even just a little bit more. 8 more, go. 8, 6, go. 4, 3, hold the in, inhale. As you exhale, extend the arms straighter, and then maybe lift them a little higher. Hold here for 4, hold here for 3, hold here for 2. Set the weights down, let your forehead rest down onto the mat, and then just take a moment to wiggle the hips from side to side. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Now we are going to roll onto our left side. I'm going to spin around so I'm still facing you, but you do not have to. So roll over onto your left side, pressing your left forearm into the mat. Bring the ball underneath the left side obliques. The weight is going to come into the right hand. Knees bend, heels around at the seat. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Clamshell, let's lift and lower, goes up and down. Yes. So push down to the left forearm here. Soften the left shoulder away from the ears. And again, feel the left side obliques lifting up. So you're keeping that round shape in your ball. Actively squeeze the heels together. And again, check in. As you float this right thigh bone open, make sure you're not letting the right hip roll open as well. It should be about the femur bone, the thigh bone, rotating in the socket, not about the pelvis rocking back and forth, right? That's going to be a lot less glute work for you. Again, the weight is totally optional in this right arm. You're going to feel a big shoulder burn here as you continue just to hold the weight up. 4 more, go. 4, 3, 2, right thigh stays open, little pulses, go, little up, little up, little up. Yes. Squeezing the heels together. And then notice if you're trying to take tension into the shoulders. Draw the shoulders down, away from your ears. And see if you can stay really long all the way from the crown of the head through the hips. So the whole spine is really lengthening. You're here for 8, 7, 6. Here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift, inhale. Exhale, right thigh squeezes down. Extend that right leg to straight. Tap it down, lift it up, go. Tap, and lift. Yes, now option, rotate your right palm to face your right foot. And lower the right arm down to shoulder height. Add a little, down, and up. Go, lower, and lift. Again, here's where it gets a little more challenging to keep the ball nice and round. Really lengthen out through the right heel. Push down to the left forearm, and lift up to the left side obliques. Here for 4, 3, 2. Keep the right leg lifted, inhale. Exhale, right arm sweeps up. And then you continue that rotation, rotating your shoulders down to square off to the mat and flipping your right palm down towards the floor. From here, we inhale ourselves slowly, rotating back to square our shoulders. Reach right finger up to the sky. 4 counts, it's rotate. 2, 3, 4. 4 counts, it's open. 2, 3, yes. Keep going. Nice and slow here. Right leg is staying strong. Really squeeze the right quadricep and feel the outer right glute working to keep your right leg lifted. A rib cage twist. 2, 3, 4. Rib cage open. 2, 3. Yeah. Last one goes in. 2, 3. Hold it there, right arm. Right leg, start to pulse it up. Go. Little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. It's just a hold and then you're done with seat work. There's also some good oblique work happening and some really good shoulder work. 8 more here, go 8, 6, here for 4, 3, 2, here's your hold, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift right arm, right leg a little bit higher. Hold and breathe, here for 4, here for 3, here for 2, ooh, flip it over, child's pose, amazing work. Big toes together. Knees open wide, and maybe it feels good to wiggle your hips from side to side here. Releasing to the outer glutes. Getting a little shake out to the shoulders. Big inhale. And a big exhale. Tuck the toes. Plant the hands and lift the hips high, downward dog. Maybe it feels good to pedal through the feet. Swaying the hips or the shoulders from side to side. Take an inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands and your feet to meet each other. Grab both weights. Soften the knees. And roll yourself up nice and slow here. Spin to face me. Really simple. Bicep curl, in and out. Go, in and reach. Feet are going to be right underneath your sits bones here. Soften the knees. And then just enjoy the simplicity of this, right? So much less to think about than we just had in that little twisted, oblique, modified side plank, seat, shoulders, so much happening there. So just take a moment to breathe, to check in with yourself. You have 4 more here. 3, 2, you're gonna stop halfway. I want you to press your arms up so your elbows come in line with your armpits. From here, it's a little pulse up, go little up, little up. Little up, yes. Now with this pulse up, notice if your weight shifted back into your heels. A lot of times when we lift our arms in front of us, our weight likes to shift back. Really press down through the big toe mound. Lift up to the arches of the feet. And then keep the abdominals strong here. 8 more lifts, go 8, 6, go 4, 3. Little W shape with the arms, goes out, and in. And in, you've got it, out. And in, actively wrap your hands around the wings. And feel the biceps fire a little deeper. Relax the shoulders down the back. Feeling even more length in your neck. Drawing the shoulder blades together. And opening the collarbones. 2 more. Last one, take it out. And in, now take this one out, hold it there. Take an inhale. As you exhale, flip your palms to face me. Draw the arms in for 2. Open out for 2. Elbows in. Elbows wide, pick up your tempo, in and out. Yes, it's in and out. Now as you open the arms, hug the ribs in towards each other, and maybe even use your exhale as a reminder to stay really active in the abdominals. Go 4, 3, 2, Hold this one in, little pulses go a little up, little up, little up. Yes, again, as you tire, notice if all your weight is going back into your heels. Push down to the big toe mound and the pinky toe mound, and then find a little softness in the knees. Go 8 more here, go 8, 6, here for 4, 3, 2, hold that up, inhale. As you exhale, maybe bring the heads of the weights together. Maybe squeeze your elbows in closer and find your holds. You're here for 4, 3, 2, forward folds. Set your weights off to the side, and then just take a moment here and enjoy a nice forward fold stretch. Maybe let your chin tuck towards your chest. Maybe sway the body from side to side. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Toe heel walk your feet out from there. And find a nice wide turned out position, the same position you started at the beginning of class. Reach over, grab your ball, wherever it may be, drop your hips low, and then just like the intro of class, lift your heart, squeezing the ball right in the center of the chest. Drop the hips a little down, little down, little down. Squeeze the heels in towards each other, and then feel the inner thighs rotating up to the ceiling here. Actively press the ball between your hands, and feel your shoulders soften down your back. So we're gonna come into this nice thigh work series. We're gonna start here in this turned up position. So if you're newer to my classes, you will always get 3 thigh works, pretty much always. Sometimes I'm feeling crazy and add a 4th one in. And you will always see at least 1 thigh work that is externally rotated, that is turned out like this one, and at least 1 thigh work that is parallel. So this will be our only externally rotated thigh work today. If that helps you get a little deeper, awesome. Go 8, 6, here for 4, 3, stay low, lift left heel high, lift right heel high, yes, go left, and right. Now as you lift the heel, press the ankle bone forward, and press the inner thigh open. So just like in our warm-up, we're not letting the knees cave in, or the arches collapse. Go 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to lift your left heel, hold that lift, inhale. As you exhale, rotate to the left. Come back to center, stay to the left. And back to center. So as you twist to the left, push your right thigh bone open even more. The ball is gonna stay right in the center of the chest, and this twist is coming from the ribs. So it's not that it's your shoulders twisting, it's that your thoracic spine is rotating. And back to center, yeah, 2 more, go twist. And center. Now take that twist and hold it. Press both inner thighs open, pulse the hips for 8, 7, 6. Yes, you're here for 4, 3, stay low, left heel lower. Square your shoulders back to me, inhale. Exhale, right heel lifts. Little twist to the right, let's go, it's exhale, twist. And inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center, left inner thigh presses open with even more strength as you twist to the right. It can be really tempting to let the left thigh roll in here. So feel that press out really actively. Beautiful, 2 more, it's twist. And center. Take it, twist. And center, now twist to the right, hold it. Inner thighs press out, 8 pulses, go 8, 7, 6. Here for 4, 3, 2, right heel down, square yourself at center. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, maybe reach the ball overhead. Squeeze it between your palms. And one more time, we drop the hips, go drop, and drop, and drop. Yes, we're coming to a wall to finish class today. You're gonna need your ball. And you're gonna need enough space on the wall that you'll be able to sit with your back against it. It's a little preview of what's coming. But first, I want you to finish really strong here. Pulse for 8, pulse for 6, pulse for 4, 3, stay low, push through the heels, inhale. Exhale, heels squeeze in, you sink the hips, you get a little lower. Hold it here for 4, hold it here for 3, hold it here for 2, rise up, find your favorite spot on a wall. Take one hand to the wall, bring the ball high up in between your thighs, Feet come in parallel. Lift the heel side. And then send the knees forward, tracking them forward over the second and third toe. Squeeze the ball in, go squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So you've seen this variation multiple times now, right? Think back to when you did it in a plank. Very similar alignment here. Pubic bone is drawing up towards the belly button. Front lower ribs are knitting together. Shoulders and hips are in line with each other. And the hips are going to stay stacked over the heels, okay? So as you tire, you're going to start to lean forward in this position. I want you to really fight to keep the chest lifted and keep the shoulders stacked over the hips. Even if that means you don't go as low, take that form, okay? You're here for 8, 6, here for 4, 3, hold the squeeze on the ball, hips go down, 2, 3, 4, hips slip up halfway, and squeeze the ball. Yes, we lower down, 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 and we lift halfway, squeezing deeper. 2 more, inhale. And lift, and squeeze. Last time, take it down. 2, 3, 4, lift it up, squeeze the ball, little pulses down, the hips go down, and down, and down. Yes, beautiful, it's down. So right here, you start to feel a big fatigue, a big burn into the quadriceps. Push through it, you've got this. Of course, take breaks if you need, but please know this is your final variation in this position. And then we're gonna spin with our back to the wall. We're gonna take a chair as a little wall sit to finish. Go 8, 7, 6, here for 4, 3, 2, stay low, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the ball, send the knees forward, and sink a little lower. Hold here for 4, hold here for 3, hold here for 2, spin your back to the wall, keep the ball where it is. Walk your feet forward as you slide your hips down the wall. Coming into a chair position here. Knees are stacked over the ankles, hips are in line with the knees. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. Squeeze that ball and maybe send your fingertips forward. Inhale. As you exhale, both heels lift and lower. Yes, you've got this. I'm already shaking. And lower. This will be a short set, I promise. And lower. 3 more times, it's lift. And lower. 2 more times, go lift. And lower. Now I want you to lift the heels, hold the lift. You've got it. You squeeze the ball, go in and in and in. Yes, hands can always rest on your thighs or on your hips. Go squeeze and squeeze. Ooh, my thighs are on fire. Here for 8, 7, 6. Here for 4, 3. Hold the squeeze, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to sink your hips lower, and I want you to try to pop the ball between your thighs. This is it. This is your hold for class. Where could you get deeper? You're here for 8, for 7. Maybe close your eyes, go inside. Squeeze up all even more. You're here for 4. Sink lower, 3. You're here for 2. Ooh, 1. Press yourself up to stand. Take the ball out. You can throw it right at me if you want. And then meet me on your mat in all fours when you're ready. That was intense. Good job. Hands into the shoulders. Knees into the hips. Let's just take a moment. Bring the heart rate down to a little cat-cow. Drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And reverse that, rounding the spine, spreading the shoulder blades wide. Continue just like that at your pace. Connecting with your breath. Feeling that twitching, that shaking, that humming that comes anytime we finish a really challenging workout. I love that feeling so much. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Then meet me in a neutral position. Step your right foot forward between your hands, and gently walk your hands up to rest on top of your right thigh. Squeeze the inner thighs together and press that back left hip forward. Really squeeze through the left glute here to help open up the front of the left hip into the left quadricep. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Bring your left hand down to the mat. Curl your left heel in towards your seat here, and then reach back to catch it with the right hand. Now, if you don't have that kind of mobility, that's totally fine. You can come to stand if you prefer, do a standing quadricep stretch, or you can just stay in that little lunge position we were just in. Drawing the left heel in towards the seat, squeezing the inner thighs towards one another, and then rotating the chest open towards the sky. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Slowly, carefully release that foot, unwind yourself, and gently slide your right foot back, stepping your left foot forward. Rise up, bringing the hand to the top of the left thigh. Inner thighs squeeze together, and the right hip presses forward here. Roll the shoulders down, away from the ears, and really feel the chest open up towards the sky here. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Right here is an amazing place to stay. Or then bring your right hand down to the mat, curl your right heel toward your seat, and reach back to catch it, twisting open with that left arm. Right heel pulls in towards the seat, and we rotate the chest towards the sky. I like to really squeeze my right glute here to open up the right hip even more. Big inhale, and a big exhale. Release the right foot carefully, unwind yourself. This time, press yourself back onto all fours and walk your hands forward, coming into a puppy dog pose. Hips lift high to the sky, forehead melts down to the earth, and you just open up to the whole front line of the body. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Bring your big toes together to touch. Walk yourself all the way back into your child's pose. This time, fold the arms in half, bringing the palms together to touch, and drawing the thumbs towards the base of the skull. Finding a nice release for the chest, for the triceps. Join me for 2 big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, breathe it in. Really let it go. Release your arms. Walk yourself up to your favorite seated position. And join me for a big inhale, sweeping arms high. And exhale, letting it go. That is your class for today. Amazing work. That was a whole boatload of thighs. My thighs are still kind of twitching, so I hope you're feeling really strong, really accomplished. I'll be back next week with a brand new Barre with Mary class. I have new classes that post here every Monday, and I hope that you will consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that like, sharing this class with anyone you think might love it. I so appreciate all of the support and any support you can offer. I hope that you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon.